This is a weird way to start a video. I just did a thrift store haul for like clothes. This is gonna have a tag on it. What am I thinking? Oh god. I'm not ready. Are you? Ow. Fuck. So why are we here? Why have you all gathered here today? Let's talk about books. So I went to the thrift store. I went to 3 different thrift stores and bought books today. I also bought clothes, but I'm excited to share some books. There was one store, the last one that we went to, and it had 50% off. And I think their pricing system was $1 for paperback and $2 for hard. Here are some of those books. I guess I'll start with the one that's on the top. I got Maya Angelou, The Heart of a Woman. I don't know, I'm just kind of interested in it. I want to know what it's about. I haven't really heard about this one, and it's got pretty colors on it. Matches my background, apparently. This one, I'm pretty interested in what it is. I haven't heard anything about it. It's called The Merry Spinster. Tales of Everyday Horror. And it has I just saw it has a little blurb by Rainbow Rowell, which is interesting. I've read a lot of her books. And it's by Mallory Ortberg. I don't really know anything about it. It's got deckled edges, and it's nice and floppy, which I like. Then I got What You Don't Know About Charlie Outlaw, which is a very similar cover to Where'd You Go, Bernadette? I'm pretty sure I've seen this cover before on like lists of books within like the past couple years. It's by Leah Stewart. It's got yellow on the cover, which is a bonus. And the spine looks cute. Otherwise, I don't really know what this is about. The other thing I can say is that it is an ARC, I guess. Uncorrected proof for limited distribution. It's not for sale. I did buy it for $1. I think it was a half off dollar, so apparently it should be $26, which is a lot. I do not buy books new. Almost ever. Just so you know. Sorry, I'm totally unknowledgeable about these books. There's some books that I saw that I do know a little bit about, but I just didn't want to read. And so these ones kind of popped out as like, oh, this looks cool. Oh, this is one that I've seen like all over the place, and it's my absolute darling. It's got some blurbs on the back by like Stephen King. I have seen this as like, I don't know, suggested or like in lists and stuff. This one also was marked as $27. That's so much. So it has to do with Northern California. Neat. I don't know. Seemed like something that I would be interested in. And it's got a gorgeous cover, nice spine. It's a hardback, which I never have hardbacks. So that's pretty cool. This seems like a really, really nice, solid book. Then I got this book, which I will say is mostly because of how fucking pretty that is. It's like art. I mean, I know it is art, but it's really pretty. It's called Mr. Moe's, don't know if I'm saying that right, Traveling Couch. And it's interesting because this book that's called out here, I'd seen at the thrift store that we went to before this one, and I picked it up and I was like, huh, this looks interesting. I kind of want it, but I don't really know anything about it. I've never heard of it, so I'm gonna put it back. And I kind of wish that I had picked it up so that I could have both of these, because when I saw this one I was like, yeah, no, this one looks really dope. I want to read this. Again, I don't know anything about it. I guess it has to do with like psychoanalysis. Still have more. This one I'm pretty sure I've seen. It looks pretty trendy. So this book, The Rocks. This one's also an ARC, so it should not be for sale. This is a double love story told in reverse, is what it says. I do not know what that means, but sounds cool. I mean, like, the cover looks really pretty. The font's really pretty, and the tone, like, the color tones are really pretty, and the spine's really pretty. And that's pretty much why I picked it up, so I'm sorry. Then I got The Radleys by Matt Haig. I also read, I think it's Dead Fathers Club by Matt Haig, and I really liked that book, so I picked this one up just because I knew the author from a different book. So that's like a somewhat better reason than like the cover. Also, if I was going off of the cover, like, what does this say about me? And I don't have a synopsis because the dust jacket's gone. I don't know what it's about, but I'm interested. And then I got some sci-fi because I found the sci-fi shelf and I'm excited about it. I was at the first thrift store that we were at. I was looking at the books and I saw an X-Files book. And it is the one X-Files book that I have. And I was like, oh, come on! Why can't it be the one, like, one of the multiple that I don't have, you know? And then I found these two at other subsequent thrift store. So I got Goblins and Antibodies, and I'm reading Goblins now. I started it when the puppy was taking a nap. It's like one of those like military, this guy has visions kind of thing, which I feel like is very common for for the X-Files, honestly. And then this one just looked a little bit like late series. It looks like the later seasons, maybe like the 6th season or something, so I felt kind of weird about reading that right now. Because I really like the first 3 seasons. First season X-Files, primo shit. Then I got Red Mars by Kim Stanley Robinson. I've actually met this author, which is pretty fucking cool. I didn't know at the time because I was really into writing, but I wasn't like super into reading, I guess. So I didn't really know who he was. I didn't know what the series was, but this is pretty big, so I'm stoked on this too. I got a book called Monument by Lloyd Biggle Jr. And this seems really fucking interesting, and I mostly bought it for the cover because look at how fucking dope this art looks. I almost started reading this today instead of the X-Files book, but yeah, so those are the books that I got, and I'm really happy about it. That's it. Goodbye.